Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So on this video I want to talk a little bit about homeschooling and probably debunk one of the myths about homeschooling. So yeah, welcome. If you're new to this channel, thank you for clicking on the link. I really appreciate it and I look forward to you working with us on this homeschooling channel. On this homeschooling journey. If you have not subscribed yet, kindly do so and we'll be delighted to have you in our house. So one of the things that I want to look at basically is begin with what really is homeschooling. What really is homeschooling? Because I realized when I talk to some of my friends, they don't get it, or at least not the way that I understand it. So I just want to share with you what to me homeschooling means, and then I will look at how it works and I debunk one of the myths, and then on the coming videos I'm going to kind of bring you on board on how I homeschool my son and probably the reasons why we have decided to homeschool. So let's get right into it. So homeschooling refers to a system of educating your child where they don't necessarily have to go to school, the physical school, but they study at home. So what that means is that my son doesn't have to go to a school, a physical school, like we know them, especially here in Kenya, but he studies at home. Yeah, basically. So number one, he doesn't have to go to a physical normal kind of school. He studies at home. Secondly is that it doesn't mean that he's not learning. He's actually following a curriculum, not the Kenyan one. For now, he's following an international system, an international education system or curriculum. So I have everything detailed out on what he needs to learn each school year, and then it's broken into 2 semesters, 15 weeks each, or 3, depends on how you plan your time. So you can do 10 weeks, but the school year is 30 weeks. So what happens is we have chosen the British curriculum and we have subscribe to it. That's the other question that people are asking, is that do we still pay school fee or is it free now that I'll be the one teaching my child? The thing is, yes, we pay school fees because we are subscribing to an international education system, and we are given a tutor if you so choose. So if you choose to get a tutor, you're given a tutor online, or if you feel like that won't work for your child, you can pay for a tutor, a physical tutor. And then also you have the option of getting, you have an interactive session. You have a class, a Zoom session or an online session. Like today being day one, we had an English session that was 45 minutes long. My son joined the class. He had different students. They said hi, and then the teacher taught them for 45 minutes and then ended the lesson. So the whole thing takes 45 minutes, 2 minutes for introduction and 2 minutes for closing off, and then the child has an opportunity to ask questions live to a tutor. Yes. So yes, we pay school fees because we buy that, we subscribe to that curriculum, the British curriculum. It's offered by Cambridge, and because they have created content, they have curated content, so we have to pay. And then also we have textbooks that we follow, and we record all that. Everything that he's doing is recorded on the system, and we can also keep a physical record in case we have to show that to like government officials and stuff like that. So yeah, it is well regulated, it is well put together. There is no there's no hiccup, there's no challenge as such. So you as I said on the previous video, if you have not watched it, kindly check it out. It's on this playlist of homeschooling with Jessica John. So I say that you need a secluded place or a specific place where your child will be having the classes, and then you also need to decide on which curriculum you will be using. So for us, we have decided to use the British curriculum, but we have the accelerated Christian education curriculum that is mainly offered in the it originated in the United States, and it helps to inculcate Christian principles in your child if you so wish. And for me, I'm borrowing also a lot from that system, but the one that he will be examined on, or the one that he will be doing tests and quizzes on, is the British curriculum. Now, how does it work? So how it works is, after you pay for that package, for us, we have paid for primary school 1, which is a 30 week curriculum or course, and then it is offered basically through the system, like through a dashboard, an online dashboard, where we join when we have a class and we study, and then we'll have tests that are you download, you print, and then he handwrites it, and then we scan it is put back in the system, the teacher corrects it, and then once the teacher corrects it, I help my child to understand the corrections, and then at 15 weeks and 30 weeks, which are the major exams, we'll do the same thing. We download, we fill them in, and then we upload. So every 5 weeks we'll be having tests, make sure that the child is being consistent in their classes and everything. And the curriculum is broken into weeks, in blocks of 10, and then you're told what you're supposed to teach the child, or the child is supposed to learn every week. After that, you have a day-to-day breakdown. Like, so in PP1, in primary school 1, PS1, he has 3 core subjects, which is mathematics, English, and science. And as I said in my previous video, he'll also be doing Swahili and a little bit of computer and Kikuyu, which is our local language. And then he also has music. Those are co-curricular. So, but the main classes are 3: mathematics, English, and science. Then you have 3 interactive sessions, like a session, a live session with a tutor for every subject every week. So you have 3 sessions, 3 live sessions every week for each one for each subject. Yes. So that's how it works. When they are younger, like my son, you have to have someone there to kind of supervise and guide, and that's where I come in. So I am a tutor, and I will be helping him to go along with the curriculum, but he also has the school has other tutors, and for now we paid for the package where we don't get like a more in-depth tutor. I tutor him myself because I'm only tutoring 1 child. But when I get, maybe I'm tutoring 2 or more children, I might need to get either their tutor, or to pay for someone to be coming in and helping my child to study every day, or maybe 2 days a week. Okay? Yeah, so that's how it works. And the exams, yes, they will do exams. Just like the normal system, they do exams after every 5 weeks. Those are tests. And then they do, at the 15 weeks, they do a major one, and at 30 weeks, they do a major one. All right, yes, so they are tests. Now, one of the myths that people think is that homeschooling is cheaper, or that we choose this option because it's cheaper. It's not. It's not, because think of it this way: you subscribing to an international system. You know how much it costs for international schools. So this is actually not cheaper than public school or even private school, actually, because you have to pay for the curriculum. Then you have to buy some textbooks, and also the other major investment is time to guide your child, or if you're not there available, you have to get a tutor. So basically, it is not that it's a cheap option to schooling. It's only that you weigh your worth, you weigh the worth of this education system and the foundation you want to have for your child, and also given a lot of how your life is. Like for now, my life is at a place whereby I kind of am at home because of my younger daughter. So, and it makes sense for us to homeschool at this level, because this is something we had thought of even way before Justin was born, and we thought we would do it instead of him joining preparatory school. But at that time, COVID came, and so a lot of things were shaken, and to gain the stability back, we thought, let's first send him to school as we figure out a lot of things that came up post-COVID, business-wise, life-wise, and everything. And so at this point, we feel more settled for him now to homeschool, and I will be his primary tutor or supervisor for now. But everyone chips in. I have someone, I told you, my friend will be tutoring him in Swahili, and then my husband will be helping him with a lot of computer classes and stuff like that, coding and such. So everyone pitches in. And also with the homeschooling, you get to be part of communities whereby you can even have your children study in a group or co-op. We call them co-op, like a cooperative kind of thing. So you can also join a cooperative where your children are, you as parents come together and decide that children need to have to have maybe one parent who is helping tutor several children who are in the same level or different levels at the same time. So you go to one parent's house and you kind of set up like a classroom setting. Not really a classroom, even by the dining table, somewhere where the kids are comfortable, and you tutor them for 3 to 4 hours, or as long as you have planned for, right? So yeah, it works, and there's a big community. I would say there's a big community of people who are homeschooling. You really ought to do your research, or ask the right question, ask the right people, build the right network. For me, I have been able to tap into networks of parents who are homeschooling, and I've also visited the physical location of Oak Academy, where they offer the accelerated Christian education system. I had also seen it when I was in campus. I saw it at there was a church near Mountain Mall, or behind Mountain Mall, that was actually like a base for accelerated Christian learning. So when I saw it, I was intrigued and I inquired more about it, and that's where my desire or my journey to homeschool began. That was, I think, like way in 2014 or even before. So even when we were we were getting married, I brought the conversation up, and I would ask my husband what he prefers. And for one, we knew that we didn't feel okay with our child waking up so early to be picked by the bus to go to school, or us having to drop him and pick him every time, because that also means our schedule will be restricted in a certain way. You can't not be available to drop your child or to pick him up, and when you are not there, you have to make an alternative. And so this kind of conversation drove us to look more and more into how homeschooling works. Also, the other thing that now I have come to realize, probably being one of the things that drove me to look into homeschooling, I was taught by my mom and my aunt, even in a public setting system. This is how it worked. When I was younger, we lived with my aunt from like preparatory. So when I joined school, I went to her class, and so she was there to guide me, to like help me along to where I was not strong, where she would help me when I was facing challenges. She would help me, and where I was strong and like I was going through the material very fast, she would still encourage me to keep studying and going ahead, other than being destructive and getting bored in class because I'm moving too fast or something like that. And I also realized that I went through the school system from preparatory to grade 6 it was reduced with like 2 years because my aunt pushed me forward twice. So my aunt pushed me forward twice, like I jumped 2 classes because I did preparatory in 1 year instead of 2 years. And then when I was supposed to join grade 3, I joined grade 4 instead. So I was in my aunt's care up to class 6. And then I went to boarding school. I was better placed because I had been nurtured by my mom and my aunt. So my aunt was a primary school teacher. My mom was a secondary school teacher. So I had the opportunity to learn from teachers who loved me and who cared about what I was studying and how I was going through the content and all that. So that is another major thing that has I have realized recently that was kind of influenced our decision. The same for John. He was in day schools up to Form 4 actually. So for him, he had the opportunity to go back home, learn a lot of other things, not just the education system, that is not just the basic subjects. He was able to kind of do trade, do business at a young age, do a lot of things that his lifestyle or his environment allowed him to. So those are things that we picked from our upbringing, and we thought it would be best if our child experienced better or similar version to what we had. Yeah. So pretty much that's it. This is the end of day 1. It's been a good day. The interesting thing with my son, he already loves online learning. He loves online learning. He enjoys videos. He loves being like, today he felt so elated having to use the systems that we use for our own meetings. So when he joined the class, he was so elated, and he told me, "Mom, I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting," because he was super excited about joining his class Zoom the same way he sees us join meetings. So it was an empowering thing for him. So if you're looking to join this homeschooling journey, you're welcome. You can reach out to me on Instagram, on email. Check out our about here on YouTube. You will find our email and contact details. Reach out, ask questions in the comment section, like and share this video with someone whom you feel they might have a better understanding of homeschooling by watching this. So today I've debunked only one myth. Look out for the next video where I'll be debunk more myths about homeschooling and beliefs of people hold out here, and also some funny stories about other homeschooling sagas that I have had and how they have shaped or informed our decision about what homeschooling system to use and how to go about it. So for now, bye bye. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on our next video. Bye bye.